Special Friday morning edition. And we'll make it quick. So I'm like enjoying a weird day off, which is nice, but not really. I'm just flexing my Saturday. So, but all good. Sorry if you jumped on the show Wednesday and it was just all FUBAR, but we're good. We're just going to do it now. And then we'll be back to Wednesdays. Though I don't know. So quick note about that. We'll see. So it looks like I am teaching again Wednesday nights. So I know I was going to do the show Wednesday nights, and I still can. Like, technically, I could. Like, the class runs 6 to 8:50 p.m. The show's at 9. So as long as the university doesn't mind me doing the show like literally right after class, I guess we could do that. I'm just going to go ahead and guess they will frown on that, but whatever. Anyway, welcome, folks. Good to have you back. So I haven't done a morning show in forever. That was literally, it's coffee, relax. That's how the show started. It was just like a morning thing when the pandemic hit, and I needed a hobby, and you all needed a hobby. Your loyal listenership and viewership, that was your hobby. So, Diane, good morning. You might like one of my segments here. So, good morning. I have to put your sign back up in my front yard. It blew away, and the metal got all messed up. So I have another metal piece, like brand new. So if you're driving by, like, where's the sign? No, it's just, it'll be back up today. So sorry about that. But hey, weather happens. I'm sure you do. I'm sure you do. Anyway, few things. Happy birthday, Frank Vaccarello. Frank is a huge supporter of the show and advocate. He has his own show. He doesn't do it. Well, I don't know. Frank, do you do your show live? Spinning My Dad's Vinyl. He has that show. I had the thing up for it. We're not going to worry about it. Sundays at 3 Eastern. He's trying to go through like 500 straight episodes, just previewing albums, or reviewing albums, I should say. That his dad left them, like all these ancient LPs. It's all good stuff. Anyway, Frank turned the tender age of 60 yesterday, so happy birthday, Frank. We love you, buddy. I was on the deck, trying to get on the deck this week for the show, just too windy, so brought it back inside, and still in the basement lair. Yay, my acoustic tiles are in, so I can finally finish putting up all the stuff, so it's not just like this blood red room. And then what else is up? Oh, yeah, so just I covered this Wednesday night, but I'm going to delete that episode. So long story short, PTO was great. It just was. And then health-wise, I'm stable. So that's good too. So yay, good stuff. Good stuff. Let's get to it. So, oddly enough, okay, so I should be talking about, like, is he's going to college? We're getting ready for that. It's just so crazy expensive, and trying to figure out all that without breaking the bank. But, you know, it's fine. She's going in a month. It'll be fine. And whatever. But like everything, yes, thank you, Diane. It's definitely stable. Stable is good. Boring is good, as we've learned. Boring is good. So, yeah, um, two two stories about fast food, which have really nothing to do with fast food, but um, Taco Bell, I go, and I'm so bad. I still eat Taco Bell at least once a week. That's awful, but I'm awful. So go to Taco Bell this week, grabbing some quick bites for staff, and I go through the drive-through, and one of my staff, I love this guy, but he wants a chicken quesarito, which is a thing. It's technically off menu. It's only available on the app because fast food places do that now. Like the special app only menu. Okay, fine, whatever. Well, I drive through and I'm more than capable of firing up the app and getting the app only thing that he wants, the chicken quesarito. But I forget to actually do that until I get to the drive-through microphone thingy, and I'm like, chit. So I quickly do it, and the guy's nice, and I'm like, yeah, all this, and I submit the order, and like within 30 seconds, it shows up on the screen on the menu board in the drive-through. I'm like, yeah, yay, good, whatever. And then no, not good. It was a beef quesarito, not chicken, and then they left out my Baja Blast. So I'm like, oh, sorry, could you just correct this? Like, oh, we can't correct mobile orders. You're gonna have to come inside. Like, I was like, all right. I'm like, hey, not to sound like a boomer, but just can a manager do this for me? Because I'm sorry, this particular Taco Bell, the staff they are what they are. So I know the manager, and she'll take care of it really quickly. And they weren't terribly busy, so I didn't feel bad. Run into the restaurant, and no, the manager is busy. She's too busy. So this poor kid is trying to fix it, and he's trying. But there's a group of 3 kids looking at me, like high school kids. They came in with a separate order, and they're looking at me like, you stupid old man, you clueless boomer, which no, I'm Gen X, darn it. It's an important distinction. But I feel like an old ass. They all hate me. They think I don't know tech, that I don't get any of this, I even try to Google Pay, and the thingy won't read it. And I'm holding it over, work, just work, and it won't work. And they're all looking at me, and I know they're just old ass, God. And I just feel so dumb, and everything's so not how it used to be. Just you went, you ordered, life was good. Now it's a million ways to order it, and it's so much more complicated. But am I the one out of touch, right? And thankfully, no, because literally those 3 boys, they had a problem with their mobile order, and then the Uber Eats / DoorDash / whoever, that gal came, her order was messed up from the mobile order, and then another guy, dad, another old ass, his order also messed up. So I'm like, thank God, it's not just me. I'm sitting here smiling. These people's orders are messed up. Their days are thusly messed up. But no, it's good. I'm not the old ass, so good. But yeah, it was so simple before. You just, may I take your order? Yes, you may. No, it's all sentient AI now. But whatever, that leads me to my Subway story and talk about old-timey days. So Subway, they changed their menu. I don't care. I don't I like Subway. I'm not in love with it. I'm not trying to sell their new thing, but they did. They just completely did away with sandwich artists. They now have what is it? Just people now. They're all people. And they did away with the old favorites. Like, they're just like 12 new subs. Like, that's it. No more substitutions. Like, you get these 12 subs. That's all you get. It's really not like that. But it is. It's just like 12 brand new subs. The menu's completely different. They will reluctantly make the old stuff. Here's where I'm going with all this. So I'm like, whatever. I really wanted my Italian BMT, but yeah, they have... They categorize them into the meats and the Italianos. Like, that's not the meaning, but sure, I'll have one of the Italianos. And the poor gal's like, can I help you? I'm like, yes, I'll take that one. And she's like, how do you want it? I'm like, just the way you're supposed to make it. I'm sure you're learning the new menu too. She's like, yes, I don't even know it yet. So if I'm looking at the instructions, I'm not being dumb. I'm like, no, you're being smart. You're just trying to figure it out too. And I happen to glance that the price, I got a 12-inch sub, just a sub, not a value menu, not just the straight up sub was like before tax, like $11.20. It's like, wait, what? You know, like, I didn't say anything. I was like, whoa, that's wow. And all the prices are about the same. It's like, it's like an inch. It's like $1 an inch almost, you know. And I didn't yet order my drink and chips and whatever. I don't care, you know. Like, my daughter's next door. She's getting her braces off. I think they're off now. I don't know. Whatever. I'm done. I go sit down, and that's it. No, the story really begins. The episode really begins now. So, next guy comes in. And he orders the exact same thing. I just happened to hear that. I was like, oh, okay, whatever. And just eating my lunch, minding my own business. And I can hear the gal that rang me up that made the sandwich. And she's by herself. There's like no one else at the counter. So she's doing it all. And she goes, he just ordered just the sandwich. That'd be $11.20. And he goes, what? That's it? That's all you get? That's what it costs now? What? And the girl's like, sorry, yes, sir, that's I'm sorry. You know, like, it was awkward. And I look over. I didn't say anything, but I'm looking, thinking, yeah, that does kind of suck. And then he goes, he like makes the comment. He's like, well, that's so expensive. That's not how it used to be. And I just got so angry. Like, just so angry. Like, yeah, well, that's because you didn't want to wear a mask. You didn't want a mask. All you had to do was wear a mask. And we didn't have to be here. There'd be no new menu. There'd be no new $12 subs. We wouldn't be here right now had you all just frickin' worn masks a whole lot sooner and just gotten the damn shot and done. We'd be out of this mess. There'd be no new menu. There'd be no new nothing. It'd just be fine. There'd be no inflation. There'd be no none of it. I just got boiling mad, boiling angry, like unreasonably, almost illogically mad. I didn't say anything. I'll save it for the show. I'm like, no, just don't say anything. And then I'm like half expecting this guy to like get combative or mad with the girl, and he didn't. Okay, fine. But yeah, that's, I swear to God, like, had we just as a collective society just done the bare minimum, we wouldn't have this issue. We wouldn't have this show. So had you worn your masks a whole lot sooner, there'd be no show. So again, blame yourselves. We're how much time we got? 15 more minutes. I like that no one's like, this will be a good afterthought show. So I'll be curious to see the comments as they come in. If you're just now joining, special morning, Friday morning edition, we're only doing this one time. Because looks like I'm teaching again now, Wednesday nights. Now I've got to figure out, the whole strategy was not to do Thursday nights in the fall because of all things, stupid Thursday night football and Grey's Anatomy. Like, those things killed my numbers in the fall, last fall, and the fall before. Like, seriously, like that level of, I had to start going to Wednesdays. The plan was to go to Wednesdays again, and here's the thing. Now, Amazon Prime is doing like they have the rights to Thursday night football now. So I don't know if people are going to like watch it that way or not, but you can't even watch it at the bar now. Like, it just has to be Amazon Prime. And then Grey's Anatomy, for the love of God, like, who watches that live anymore? Like, you're just going to record it or whatever you're going to do. So I'm going to jump back to Thursdays. I am going to 100 episodes, and then that's it. Like, this will be done. If I keep going after, there'll be some really good reason, I'm sure. But no, like, that's it. So, like, by December, I'll have done the 100th episode. I'll make that a big whoop-de-doo. And then that'll be it. We'll be done. So 100 and time bomb. Talking about, like, again, you'll find this interesting, at least one of you. So, yeah, like I'm just getting to a place where I'm starting to calm down and just move on from all the stress that was the last couple of years, like since March of 2020. And, little things still set me off, like from the friggin' subway thing. But we're getting close to midterms and all that. And I swore, like, I know people really don't like when I start riffing on politics. They're like, Dino, that's the last thing we want to see on this show. So I will occasionally just like talk about like one or two things and leave it at that. So I won't belabor this point, I promise. But there's a local race of interest, local to me. All right. And one of the candidates ran uncontested. Yeah, let's try that again. Ran uncontested. Really, really uncontested. Ran uncontested. Still, Jesus. Oh, it's this. It's like this crappy Keurig. It's like the Costco, the Kirkland brand. It's the Summit Roast. It's not enough. I need full dark roast for this stuff. I know better. Ran uncontested for many terms. This particular candidate in this local race, it's a county seat, now has a challenger. Fine. Yes, more coffee. This particular candidate now has a challenger. Fine, whatever. That's, hey, competition is healthy. Okay. One candidate, the incumbent, like, in my humble opinion, clearly exceeds and outclasses the challenger. If nothing else, that this candidate at the local level completely gets the assignment, like understands the assignment. That the work of this particular county role is dull as a doornail. It's dull work. It's dry. It's boring work, but it's honest work. It's sincere. It's the work that has to be done. It's everything from serving on all the committees, and all the drudgery involved. with roads and the pipes under the roads and who's going to do all that and parks stuff that you all take for granted. All that stuff. It's not a glamorous role, nor should it be. It's just a necessary function in a municipal or county government, and it's just whatever. It's not a headline grabber or maker, nor should it be. It's just work that needs to be done, and whatever. And anyone eligible can run, and that's great. Why do I bring any of this up? The challenger, who I'm sure is otherwise a fine person, the challenger's entire platform, like the only thing this challenger has going is just their faith in God and their bleeding red patriotism to our great country. Like it's all God and country. That's the entire platform for this otherwise very humble, low level, should be kind of by design, quiet, just, and I get it. I get why. I get, like, that's the whole thing. Like, win the down ballot, and you'll eventually alter the course of the country and all the conspiracy involved in that. I don't know. Just, I'm really hoping this challenger learns a hard lesson come the election. Which, by the way, get your absentee ballots in if you can. That's a thing. I quite frankly care not about what either candidate feels about the flag or right to life or any of that stuff. It's all wonderful. And those are great conversations to have in the right setting, in the right venue, in the right forum. Have those conversations. But for the purposes of this particular role, none of it matters. None of that shit matters. It's, will you dutifully and diligently fulfill the role of something that is so dull, blissfully, blessedly dull. And it's thankless work. It's hard, thankless work. It's cerebral. It's necessary. It's paramount to the operations of a local government. It has to happen. There has to be real, sincere leadership and experience and all those things. And this one particular challenger that's just lost on this individual, because all they tweet about, all they YouTube about, all they Facebook about is God and country. And I just don't care. Like, none of that matters. It's meaningless. It's a red herring. It's a distraction. Okay? And, I will say this too, and this, like, for the love of God, this thing with Dems are blue and Republicans are red. And it's like, do we really have to dumb it down? Like, I know that's a thing. We do this. We have to, like, literally have the red state, blue state. I hate that. I hate that with unbridled fury. The challenger, like, every road sign is red as the reddest red Crayola crayon, just like, and it's quite frankly, like, from a typographical standpoint, because I teach this stuff, like it's hard to read at a distance. So like this candidate is doing themselves a disservice by being so brazenly red, as I have a red microphone, and it has nothing to do with it. The incumbent, I love it. It's black and white. I want to say to save budget, because color print just costs more. But it's just black and white. Black and white with no shades of gray. I love it. More of that. That's what I want out of anyone who wishes to represent a constituency. Just straight up, this is it. No bells or whistles. No cream or sugar. And I salute that individual who shall remain nameless. And you're welcome, I think. All right, that's it. I will be back home in a few weeks. I've got this cool thing with the Cleveland Browns. More on that. I'll talk about the Cleveland Browns because I talk about Cleveland things and some other stuff. And then that's it. Thank you for joining me this morning. It's been fun. I haven't done a morning show in forever. And tee-hee. Haven't done a morning show, so that's kind of nice. And I also realize I really do prefer nights. So you're not getting this again anytime soon. I'll see you all in the comments, and you take care of yourself, folks. Back next week. No, that's, wait a minute. Yeah, I'll be back next week. The week off for my birthday week, I'll be in Cleveland, and then we'll go from there. So with that, fare thee well. We'll see you, folks.